On this edition of Lexington Now, a big housing announcement, the new Office of Housing Advocacy and Community Development, and the Reforest 5K. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of March 14th, 2022. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear joined Mayor Gorton for a major housing announcement this past week. We were there for the press event.
2 years ago today, Lexington experienced its first COVID-19 case involving a Fayette County resident. Since then, the pandemic has touched every single corner of our community. I'm especially proud of the recovery of our economy, which is back to pre-pandemic levels. Our local companies are expanding and new companies are moving here. Our economy is growing. One of the tools that has helped us recover is the Housing Stabilization Program. Today, the governor has an exciting announcement about the program that has kept a roof over the heads of so many of our most affected people. Governor Beshear, welcome to the podium.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
All right, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you to Mayor Gorton for that introduction. It is great to be back in Lexington, a city that I was born in, and I am proud to be a Fayette County public school graduate from a team that's going to the state tournament. I'm also really proud of this city and its governance. The last 2 years have had such great challenges, but whether it is in tough times or today, a day we hope is a good day, you see a united city government standing behind us, wanting to do the right thing for its people. But one of the other ways that we're helping is the fund that everybody is here to support today. It started in 2020 with Federal CARES Act dollars, the Healthy at Home Eviction Relief Fund. It recognizes that people have fallen behind in their rent during COVID and/or the challenges of inflation if they were keeping up, but still in this COVID economy, presenting challenges in front of them. And last year we were able to launch, it was our second version of the program, with $264 million. The way it worked is there were 3 funds set up. Lexington managed its own, and let me just say, has done a phenomenal job. Doing it so well that together the 3 funds have now paid out $119.7 million in rental and utility assistance to 25,789 renters. Yeah. The average for the program has been $4,639 per household. That's $108 million in rental assistance and $12.8 million in utility assistance. And we're encouraging eligible tenants and landlords across Kentucky to apply for the remaining $55.9 million. But you know what? Lexington has done a phenomenal job. It has run through every dollar that was provided directly to them in Federal CARES Act dollars. That's why it was some months, maybe even a year ago, that Mayor Gorton joined me, and at that time we directed an additional $11.7 million to shore up Lexington's housing stabilization program. And so today, we're here to do that again. Another $11.7 million to help renters here in Lexington, Kentucky. This city, all its leaders, have been phenomenal partners, I mean it, in this battle against COVID. It's something they don't write any playbook for. It turns our world upside down, and not everybody agrees with you when you have to make that tough decision. Trust me, I know. But watching from city government to the school system to so many others trying to do the right thing for as many of our citizens as we can. I am so proud of this town, and I am proud of Mayor Gorton for her leadership. And let me just give a couple numbers on how Lexington and Fayette County have done thus far. Lexington has now served 3,510 households. They have helped 1 out of every 18 renter households in Fayette County. So with that, we'd like to present to the City of Lexington and Fayette County this additional $11.7 million to help its citizens.
Thank you very much.
And speaking of housing, we recently caught up with the new Commissioner of Housing Advocacy and Community Development, Charlie Lanter, to talk about how his department will help residents in need.
Obviously, this is a new office, entirely new commissioner position. We'll be combining as many of the housing offices together as possible, trying to get all of the city's divisions that deal with housing under one roof. So we'll have code enforcement, Office of Homelessness, affordable housing, historic preservation, community and resident services, all under one commissioner. This grew out of the recommendations from the Racial Justice and Equity Commission as a way of improving response times, improving transparency, and improving access for citizens to our various housing divisions, and hopefully growing out of that some new policy initiatives and some new programs that we think will create a better quality of life for individuals in our community. One of the things that appealed to me about this job was the newness of it. You know, the idea of sort of starting from scratch. And so even though you're adopting these legacy divisions of government that have been around for a long time, you're building something new, and so you're going to be looking for opportunities to, think differently, approach a problem differently. Just because we've always done it this way doesn't mean this is how we're going to do it going forward, and that's exciting to me with government. I've got some experience with that. I started the Office of Homelessness a number of years ago, and we were able to make some significant strides towards reducing homelessness in our community. And really all we did was what we're about to do here, bring everyone together, get all the players in the room, improve communication. And when you do that, the problems emerge, but the solutions emerge alongside of it. So hopefully we'll see that happen with housing as well. The first order of business, if you will, is to bring together these departments and improve collaboration, improve communication across the various divisions of government, so that you've got code enforcement talking with the housing rehab program, talking with the housing assistance programs, communicating with the people who are homeless or in search of housing. I think that's going to be step one, to identify how we can work together better and how that can translate into better outcomes for our citizens. What do we need to fix? What changes do we need to make? There are some significant challenges ahead for housing in our community. Rents are on the rise. Anyone who's looked at the housing market knows that the cost of housing in general is up significantly. We've got gentrification and the results of the legacies of redlining and racial injustice in our housing policy that we have to deal with. And these are massive, massive challenges that won't be sort of solved overnight. So the advantages of having every government division that can help with these issues together, working together, singing from the same songbook, if you will, that we'll be in a better position to grow out of that, the policy changes and the initiatives that will begin to address some of these challenges. Housing it touches everything. It touches every element of life. And for those who've never been precariously housed or who've never struggled with where they're going to live or having safe, affordable, quality housing, it's easy for us to take that for granted. But housing, it affects your health, it affects your education, it affects your children's educational levels. There's all kinds of research that ties those together. It's an economic development issue. If we don't have affordable housing in our community, it makes it difficult to recruit employers and to retain employers. And so it really touches every facet of every citizen's life. Even if you're not the person in need of affordable housing, the fact that we have it or don't have it, it's going to affect you. And so I think that's why it's so important that we get this right, is because housing sounds simple enough, but it really does touch every aspect of our lives.
The Reforest 5K is this weekend. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Welcome back to Lexington Now. The third annual Reforest 5K is this weekend. Tori Summy talks about how to join in.
This year, the City of Lexington's Division of Environmental Services is partnering with John's Run Walk for the 4th annual Reforest 5K happening at Heisel Farm Park on March 19th. It's $25 to register for this event. It's open for all ages, and you can walk, run, or jog the 3.1 miles for the route. This is the first year this has been in person in the past 3 years, so it is very exciting for us all to get back in person at Heisel Farm Park for this race that benefits Reforest at Home. So all of the proceeds go towards purchasing trees for Reforest at Home. Participants can actually take a tree with them at the Reforest at Home event, or they can donate that tree to other reforestation efforts through Reforest the Bluegrass. As many registrants as we get, we'll have a tree for everyone. You can pick up to 3 trees per household to be able to take home and plant yourselves, or donate to be able to be planted in other areas of Lexington. Participants will also get a Reforest 5K t-shirt, as well as some sustainability swag from Live Green Lexington. The trees that will be highlighted in this year's event are the witch hazel, the white oak, the eastern redbud, and the river birch. So they can have their pick from any of those 4, or like I said, donate those trees to other reforestation efforts. This year's Reforest 5K will also be part of Water Week this year, so it'll be the kickoff event. We will have Live Green Lexington craft kits that people can take with them. They can also come and learn about watersheds here in Lexington. And this event will be the first event of many featuring water in Lexington. And trees are such an important part of water. They help to prevent erosion, they help to filter water, and they're also a great part of a community water system because they actually absorb rainwater as well. Packet pickup for this event will be available at the John's Run Walk off Chevy Chase from Monday, March 14th to Friday, March 18th during regular business hours. If anyone can't show up to that packet pickup, no worries. We'll have registration and packet pickup available before the race on March 19th.
If you're a civic-minded resident of Lexington or just have a passion for the environment, the Community Environmental Academy is for you. Alice Hilton tells us how to get involved.
My name is Alice Hilton, and I'm a Community Outreach Coordinator with Lexington's Department of Environmental Quality and Public Works. We're super excited to be bringing back the Community Environmental Academy. We had to put it on pause during the pandemic, but now we're bringing it back to in-person sessions. We're really looking forward to working with Lexington residents to learn about local environmental topics. Yeah, we couldn't be more thrilled. The topics that we cover in the Academy are recycling and waste reduction, waste management issues, stormwater, water quality, urban forestry, and energy and transportation. And we really look forward to helping residents learn about those things, and then also learning from residents and the experience that they have. Participants will get sort of an inner look at the workings of the department and go on tours of the recycling center and the wastewater treatment plant, be able to interact with the directors of all the different divisions and employees of the city. It's a lot of hands-on, interactive, super cool sessions. So sessions are held in person. The first two will be on Saturdays during the month of June, and then from July through November we'll do one Saturday a month. Sessions take place from 8:30 a.m. to noon, and then we provide breakfast and snacks and lunch. And then after that, participants will receive funding to implement a project in their community that has to do with an environmental topic that they're interested in. In a normal year, we have anywhere from 15 to 25. We're planning on accepting 15 people this round. We're keeping it a little bit smaller just because the pandemic isn't quite over yet. So we're accepting applications through March 31st. If you want to apply, you can find the form at lexingtonky.gov/CEA. It's totally free to apply. It's not a super complicated application process, and we hope to work with as many people as possible.
We've got a few live meetings on Lex TV this week, and you can catch them here or streaming online. And remember, for the most accurate and up-to-date information on all city business, check out our website at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting coverage. The city continues to keep you up to date on how we are handling the pandemic via our official COVID-19 response site, including testing, vaccination, and booster sites. Simply click on the banner at the top of our homepage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on Twitter at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.